Hi, my name is Willie, and I would like to speak briefly to you about how I benefited from the Lifeless program on the inside and as I transition into the community. To be honest with you, when I first heard about the Lifeless program that focused on mentorship, I did not want to be involved, and neither did any of the other lifers that I was around. At that time, I had served almost 25 years in prison, and I only had one focus, and that was just getting out, trying to figure out how to get out. So the last thing I was thinking about was actually others. But as it happens, by divine revelation, I realized that since I was working in counseling, working in the law library, and working in the career center, I was already a mentor of sorts. I was already encouraging and helping people in many ways. So I kind of discovered that you was going to be a mentor in this life in one form or another. You're going to be a good mentor. You're going to be a bad mentor, whether you was aware of it or not. So the guys, we had a great conversation, and we decided to do this thing. And quite frankly, it was one of the best decisions that we ever made. We decided that we was going to take this group and we was going to make the best of it, and we did. While taking this particular lifeless group, two things stick out to me that was a tremendous help to me. I remember taking a class about communication, and it really just broke down the importance of effective communication. And that is something I use well on the inside and on the outside, especially at the place I work. I'm actually a quality control inspector, and I communicate well with a lot of people to encourage them, uplift them, instead of trying to tear them down or make them feel bad about making mistakes. That was very key. Another thing that was probably the most important I discovered in being a mentor is that it helped me take my eyes off of myself and my situation. Really stop thinking about, what I needed to do for my relationship. I started helping people and started encouraging them. And quite frankly, I actually started serving. I became more of a servant and discovered I have a servant's heart. And really helping people, it was surprising how much helping people really helped me. Being a mentor, one of the things I discovered is that, when you think about a mentor, a lot of people think about somebody older or somebody, who knows all the answers and things like that. But that was not the case. Being a mentor, you learn as much from the mentee as they can from you. And that was eye-opening. And that gave me a great key to success in life, and especially being a listener. Listening to people, understanding their pains, their problems, even their solutions and their answers to things, and not being the one who has all the answers trying to tell someone what to do. Now that was key in transitioning with grown sons. When I left, my son it's like 14 months. So I realized that coming home, I could not be the one who, I knew all the answers trying to tell you what to do. No, that was not the approach. What I learned as being a mentor was that I needed to listen to him, understand his heart, understand his struggles, and help him make his own decisions and find his own answers. That was huge in our relationship. And not only my relationship with my son, but also my wife's sons, the sons I have in marriage. So that's one thing that really helped my communication with them, and listening to them, understanding where they're coming from, and really just growing in that relationship. And it has been a tremendous success. So that's the most important thing I learned from being a mentee, how I benefited from the program on the inside and as I transitioned into the community. In deciding to take the Lifeless program that's centered on mentorship very seriously, one of the things we did to help others in our particular group was we actually published a book called Men of Hope, Straight Talk for Lifers. The namesake, Men of Hope, came from the name of our group. We was allowed to name our group, and that's what we did. We named it Men of Hope. We wanted to encourage others to have hope in someone bigger than us in our situation. That's what we did. So in doing this, we had twofold things that happened. A platform was provided where the lifers could really share their experience and they speak to a younger generation, or younger people, other people about their situation. That empowered the lifer to understand that everything they had gone through so far, everything they had learned so far could actually help others. And that was very rewarding for them. And another way we helped was that, sharing our stories helped other people at the time, we were at Burrs Correctional Training Center. We had a juvenile population. We also had a boot camp population. Definitely younger guys, where we can actually share with them our experience and also share with them our accomplishment, which included publishing the books, things that we were doing right there inside the walls. And that was a huge help and a huge encouragement to younger guys to really get their lives together, get their education, and realize that even though they made a mistake, they can definitely do something bigger and better, especially when they get out and released from prison. So that was very beneficial to us as lifers and to the guys who were allowed to, encourage and uplift and mentor. And that was really great. All that said, I definitely discovered how important it is to have the Lifers program and the mentorship programs inside the walls. Again, we have experienced things that allow us to speak to another generation, another group of people based on our experiences and having been through or even going through some of the things that they're going through. And it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference when someone understands your struggle, understands your pain, and again, not just trying to speak down at you, trying to teach you everything they know with their experience, but also listen to you. Listen to you with an understanding ear. That's very valuable. So we definitely encourage the counselors to continue the program, to encourage the lifers, to really encourage the lifers to become involved in the program and start thinking about things and people beyond themselves. That's key. Think about situations, people, and things beyond your own situation. That was key to me. Learning how to serve, learning how to be there for others really opened up a lot of doors for me. Things I was trying to do on my own, I could not do. But as I started helping others, it was much to my surprise, things started coming around. People wanted to help me, started opening up doors. It's hard to explain, but it was just phenomenal how that happened. And I just thank God for my experience. And the people like Chaplain Moss, who really just opened our eyes to some things, connected us with some people, did things bigger and better and beyond anything we ever could imagine. The Lifers program that I was a part of as a mentor was truly amazing. And I encourage you guys to enlist more mentors, expand the program, and make it do what it do.